Today, I want to talk about something very near and dear to my heart. Is doing poetry on YouTube worth it? This is a good question right here. This is a very, very good question. And the answer is a very clear it depends. It all depends. Because you would have to define your definition of worth it. If your goal is to share your work, by all means, it's worth it. By all means, it's worth it. If your goal is to get views on your stuff, it's probably not worth it. Probably not worth it. If your goal is to get recognition for your writing, not worth it. Clear cut, not worth it. If your goal is to just experience the way people react to your stuff, it depends on how many people see it, if it's worth it or not. That all depends. So basically, it depends on your definition of worth it. For me, it is worth it. Reason why is because ever since I took YouTube seriously and started writing these pieces just to put them on YouTube, I learned a few things about my writing style and I learned a few things on how I want to present it. And I learned what makes a good piece and what doesn't make a good piece. And I also learned how people want a piece to be delivered. And I learned some of my flaws as well. It was all in all, it's a good experience. Plus, I was able to work with a lot of amazing poets, which really, really, really helped. That was really worth it. Working with all those other poets, that was worth it. That by itself made this whole thing worth it. But if they didn't exist, if those collabs didn't happen, would it still be worth it? I don't know. I really, really don't know. Because as an artist, you want people to see your work, relate to it, and then love it. Because you're an artist, you want people to love your work. On YouTube, it's you get people who love your work, but there are so few of them that it irks you unless you're one of those big, big people. But for some reason, we don't have a lot of famous poets on YouTube, and the ones we do, they're not really all that interactive. They just jump piece and then just move on. So is doing poetry on YouTube worth it? It's a yes and a no. It really depends on why you're doing it. It really, really depends on why you're doing it. If you're okay with nobody seeing your work, it's definitely worth it. Because then you're just sharing to share. If someone who needs it finds it, then you're good. That's what you're doing it for. You're not doing it for those 1,000 views, million views. You're not doing it for any of that. You're just doing it to put it out there so that it's out there for someone to find it in case they need it. If that is the case, then yes, it's absolutely worth it. If you're doing it to make money, probably not worth it. If you're doing it to promote your book, probably not worth it. If you're doing it for any other reason other than just to share, it's probably not worth it. I mean, I've been working on my channel. I've been trying different things. This just last month, I tried the 3 times a week upload schedule. That is hard as. You know how many times I had to get behind the camera to talk stuff? It consumes a lot of energy, and because I work full time, it's really hard. So I'm gonna bring it back to 2 times a week. By the way, I'm gonna bring it back to 2 times a week. I'm gonna probably do Wednesday and Saturday, but that's neither here nor there. That's not part of the question. The question is it worth it? And I would have to say yes, because for me, it's part of the experience of writing. It keeps me writing because without YouTube, I would just be writing books, and basically I would drop a book like once every 5 years or something. It would end up like that. But with YouTube, I have to keep putting out stuff. I have to keep writing. I have to keep working on my craft. And that makes it worth it. Because for me, it's about getting better. It's not about people loving it. It's not about people telling me like, "Oh, good job." It's not about none of that. For me, it's about getting better because I always want to be better than I was yesterday. That's why with every piece, I try to make it like a little different just to see if that would work. So like some pieces they're very good, and some pieces they're just hit or miss. But you gotta try. For me, that's how I do things. I try. I always try to do something different just to see how it works out. And that's what I'm doing on YouTube. I am trying a lot of different things to see what works and what doesn't work. Because I have tried all the this is what your channel should look like. This is how you get subscribers on you. This is how you get viewers on you. I have tried all of them. They don't work. Because because like most of the people who watch my videos are poets, we are in a niche market. And because we're in such a niche market, I'm sorry, those theories and those marketing strategies, they do not apply to us. I'm just sorry. Because one of the main things they tell you is to find someone who is similar to you and then comment on their stuff. There are no big poets out here to follow like that. So once again, it's not really worth it if you're doing it for any other reason other than just to share, just for the experience itself. If you're doing it for the experience, worth it, 100%. If you're doing it for money, fame, recognition, followers, likes, views, you're probably not gonna like it at all. At all. And I've been doing it for a while now. I've been doing it for a while, and my subs went up, but my views stayed the same for some reason. Stayed the same for some reason. I'm trying to figure out why they are staying the same for some reason. Staying the same for some reason. I'm trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out. If anyone has any ideas or any clues, like this is why your views are not going up, man, holla at me because I am very curious. I'm very, very curious. But yeah, is it worth it? It depends on you. It really depends on you. So I'm curious, right? Because like I said, I have a lot of poets on my channel. A lot of subscribers, most of my subscribers are poets. So I'm curious, guys, is it worth it for you? Is it worth it writing a piece and putting it on YouTube? Is it worth it? I'm seriously, I'm curious to hear if it's worth it. Let me know in the comments below. Have yourself a good day, if you know.
Love, loss, finding yourself, acceptance, moving on, Pulse, available now.